Hello, I'm going to speak to you as a follow-on from my last video when I was talking about how we fundraise and our plans for next year. And I've done a little bit of research and I just want to give you my thoughts. If you hear some music in the background, I hope you understand that the donkeys who are down behind me, the ones that have got injured hooves and broken legs, spend a lot of time in a small paddock where it's softer, and we play the music at this time of the day. And I have to say, almost a bit embarrassed, their favourite music is Val Doonican. But there we go. I spoke to you about the way in which we fundraise, and we use DonorBox or PayPal because it's clear, it's quite straightforward, and those organisations take a small commission, a very small one because we're a charity, but they have to in order to function and do their administrative work. And what is troubling me, as I've explained before, is the people who contact me on a daily basis. Give As You Live is the prime example, and various other similar ones, to say if I keep sharing their site with all my supporters, I will earn more money. Now, I've thought long and hard about this, and I'd like you to think through the logic with me. If you don't agree with me, please do tell me. But let's take Give As You Live. I hope they don't sue me. But I'm going to speak factually. They say if you buy from these certain shops, these certain outlets, you will help the charity. So good so far. But think what that means. They are going to say to a shop, John Blocks, let's call him John Blocks, if you register with us, you will give a proportion of your income to us every year, or on every sale maybe. So it doesn't all come to the charity. That organisation has to make a living. And why they're promoting themselves is clearly they're in business and they want to make more profit. So you might say, well, what's wrong with that? That's okay. A portion goes to them and a portion comes to us. But it's rather more serious than that. And I go back to my days as a lawyer, so I'm applying my legal mind. I represented, it's a fact, the most vulnerable in society. And Charles was a trade union lawyer, so he very much represented working people. And any business that establishes itself to make a profit, unless there is worker input into that, so a fair rate is agreed, you're going to have a problem. So in very simple terms, if these organisations that belong to Give As You Live are sending a portion of their money every sale, every week, every month to Give As You Live, and a tiny portion of that comes to us as a charity, they're going to recover their money. Now, where are they going to recover it from? They're going to recover it from their staff. You'll suddenly find that they don't employ as many staff as they used to. They'll recover it from their wholesalers. They will drive the price of the goods down. And just let's look at the goods we really love and value. You know, the one I'm talking into now, my iPhone. It's very expensive, and a lot of profit is made along the way. But who actually makes the device? Who sits there day after day with small fingers who are able to deal with the tiny little chips that have to go into the device? It's a fact of life. It is usually women because they have the smallest hands, and it's in the Far East where rates are low. So as any pressure is put on a business organisation to contribute to companies like Give As You Live, and I've seen others on the television, I'm sure you have, you know, Save As You Buy, these companies give us some money and we give a portion of it to you. The people who are going to suffer ultimately are the people at the bottom of the pile. The people on the lowest wages will be driven down and down and down. And after a lifetime of having represented and campaigned for those people, I'm not going to change now. I will not be part of any organisation that drives down the cost of labour and people's rights. So for that reason, we are sticking with Donor Box because they're honest, transparent. I pay the commission on any donation that you make, and it's that simple, that straightforward, and it's the same with PayPal. We don't live in a perfect world, and someone is always going to end up exploited. But if I'm going to save families and animals here from exploitation, I'm not going to do it by trying to generate funds and create more exploitation elsewhere. I hope you understand, and that's our position here. I've discussed this with the boys here who work with me. They get it. We all understand. That is why anything we sell in our boutique will be costed very, very carefully. You won't buy anything here cheap because someone has been exploited. You might get it at a better price than you get in the centre because we're not making such a great profit and we try to cut out middlemen. So there'll be more as the months go on, but that is why we fundraise in the way we do, and I hope you understand. Bye for now.